Hello and welcome to NDTV 24/7. I'm Priyanshi Sharma. Our lead story. The Congress party is almost wiped out in Goa after 8 of the 11 Congress MLAs in Goa shifted to the BJP. The move was led by top leaders such as the Gambar Kamat and Michael Lobo. The mass defection embarrassment comes at a time when the Congress's Bharat Jodo Yatra is on. The Congress said that the BJP resorted to tactics to do this as the party was rattled by the Bharat Jodo Yatra. The Aam Aadmi Party said that if you vote for a Congress MLA, you elect a BJP MLA. Here's a report.
The photo op that marks the success of Goa's latest Operation Lotus, 8 of 11 Congress MLAs joining the BJP, including ex-CM Gambar Kamat, and North Goa strongman Michael Lobo and his wife Delilah.
The stage for this was set in July when Lobo and Kamat, they were all set to cross over, but that time they were short on numbers to avoid anti-defection law. But now with 8 MLAs, they avoid disqualification.
5 months ago, Kamat and Lobo were among the Goa Congress candidates who, in the presence of Rahul Gandhi, pledged in temples, mosques and churches not to defect. Now the tune is different.
I have gone back to the temple. I have asked the God and the goddess that this is in my mind, what I should do. We have a system of taking prasads. Then God said, you go ahead, don't worry.
We have taken an oath in Mahalakshmi before the temple, and we have asked that keep us together, and all of us have given a vow.
That pledge.
Yeah, all of us have given a vow that we will stand by the party no matter what is the result.
We have joined Bharatiya Janata Party to strengthen the hands of the Honorable Prime Minister Shri Narendra Ji Modi, आमचो चीफ मिनिस्टर गोयचो डॉक्टर प्रमोद सावंत याचे हात स्ट्रॉंग करपाक आनी ती आमी हिंगासर आयज गोंयान सुरवात केल्ली आहा की काँग्रेस छोडो आनी भारतीय जनता पार्टी को जोडो.
The BJP Jodo Bab seems to be aimed at Congress leadership in the middle of its Bharat Jodo Yatra hit by a mass defection in Goa. The latest Operation Lotus comes despite the BJP and its allies already in a majority in Goa with 25 MLAs, 5 over the halfway mark. Now with 8 more, there are 33 in the 40-member Goa Assembly, the opposition down to just 7. In 2019, 15 of the 17 Congress MLAs had crossed over to BJP. Now its action replay 3 years later. Is Goa going to be Congress Mukt? Bureau Report, NDTV.
And the now former Congress leader, Gambar Kamat, who led the defections in Goa, said in an interview to NDTV that he and the rest of the MLAs had taken permission from God before joining the BJP. And he said that God agreed. He said that he was upset at the way the Congress leadership treated him. Listen in to this exclusive interview.
Sir, you have just returned from the temple. What made you leave Congress today?
Where is the Congress leadership? Last 5 years. Is there any leadership for the Congress? In 2017, we got here 17 plus 1, 18 seats after the elections. And we wanted 3 or 4 seats for forming the government. We could not form the government because leadership was not taking any decision. Same thing in 2022. All 17 MLAs had deserted the party out of 18. I was the only MLA who contested. I led the party from the front. I still believe that if it was not me, it would have a serious more problem for the party. They would not have won even 11 seats. We got 11 seats. And then you say, they suddenly change me from the position of leader of opposition.
The Congress is saying that they made you leader of opposition. They made you chief minister as well.
They didn't make me chief minister. They made me chief minister because there was a fight between 2 people. They made me the chief minister. I gave justice to that post. I led the coalition government with NCP, independents, and gave a stable government for 5 years, which everybody admits, and a good governance. Not like that. I tried to concentrate on good governance.
Extremely distressing news that's coming in from Uttar Pradesh. Bodies of two minor girls were found hanging from a tree in UP's Lakhimpur. The bodies were found earlier on Wednesday and the deceased are sisters. My colleague Alok is joining us for more details. Alok, what more can you tell us and what all is the police saying?
Details at the moment, Priyanshi, are still coming through and they are very sketchy right now. But like you said, I'd like to just start by just repeating that once with your permission. So these sisters are both minors. They are under 18 and their bodies were found hanging from the same tree earlier this afternoon. Now, the girl's mother, the mother of the girls, she gave a soundbite to some of the media persons who reached there earlier today. And she appeared to suggest that some men on a motorcycle or motorcycles had abducted these two sisters and taken them away from there. That's all that one could make out from what she was saying. Later, after that, what happened was that the police was informed and the bodies were taken out, and then the angry residents in the area, they blocked the local roads. And senior police officers then came on the spot. There was a bit of, the police tried to get the roadblock cleared. People were obviously angry. But then the bodies were then finally taken for post-mortem to the Lakhimpur town. Where they are at the present, the post-mortem has not started as of now. The other thing that the police has said is that they are trying to confirm the cause of the death and sequence of events. They also say that they will file an FIR as soon as they receive a complaint from the family, which is now more or less a formality. It's going to happen at some point. Many politicians, including and political parties, have tweeted about this incident, including Akhilesh Yadav, Samajwadi Party, who has attacked Chief Minister Adityanath over women's safety in the state. Congress leader Priyanka Gandhi Vadra has also tweeted saying that the Yogi government is giving false ads in newspapers and TV every day, and it does not improve law and order. The Trinamool Congress has tweeted to say that, this is again a reflection of the law and order mechanism in Uttar Pradesh. The police so far have not said what has actually happened, and it's difficult for us to say too, as to how these deaths have occurred. The family is from a scheduled caste, but at the moment we don't know if there is a caste angle to the killing. Information is still coming through and things are in a flux. So it will take some more time before we can come back with a better update on this story, but certainly very, very shocking, the incident.
Right, Alok, absolutely shocking case, as you said, that's coming in from UP's Lakhimpur. Thanks very much for joining us with those details. We'll see what more details emerge out of this. And meanwhile, the Congress leader, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, has also tweeted about this incident, saying that the incident of the murder of two sisters in Lakhimpur in UP is heart-wrenching. The relatives say that those girls were abducted in broad daylight. She also goes on to say that giving false advertisements in newspapers and television every day does not improve law and order. After all, why are heinous crimes against women increasing in Uttar Pradesh? That's what the Congress leader is questioning. Moving on, a day after a street battle between the BJP protesters and the police in Kolkata, the TMC claims that the BJP brought in goons in the city. The BJP that staged huge protests against the Mamata Banerjee government has claimed that the violence started under provocation by the police, who have been targeting BJP's outstation workers before they could even land in Kolkata, as per the BJP's allegations.
Devojit Chatterjee, an assistant commissioner with the Kolkata police, fractured his arm as these men beat him with sticks. He has been admitted to the state-run SSKM hospital.
আমি দেবজিৎ বাবুকে বললাম যে আমি আপনাকে স্যালুট জানাই যে আপনি কিছু করেননি। আপনার জায়গায় যদি আমি থাকতাম আর আমার সামনে যদি পুলিশের গাড়িতে আগুন জ্বলতো বা এইভাবে পুলিশের উপর আক্রমণ হতো, আমি এখানে শুট করতাম মাথার উপরে।
4 men have been arrested overnight in connection with cases registered after the violence in Kolkata yesterday. The Kolkata police claim the 4 men arrested were involved in Tuesday's violence, including the attack and assault on an assistant commissioner and the burning of a police car. The police also say they were part of the protests organized by the BJP. The torching of a police vehicle has become a central point of the BJP's protest in Kolkata, with videos being shared by the Congress showing how it was vandalized and a man lighting the fire up close. The Trinamool Congress, which has been at the receiving end of criticism for breakdown of law and order, now looking to turn the tables on the BJP. Mamata Banerjee blames the BJP for the violence.
কিন্তু এটা কখনো হতে পারে না যে ট্রেন ভাড়া করে এমনকি বাইরের বর্ডারে অন্যান্য রাজ্যের লোকও নিয়ে এসে ইনসাইড রেলওয়ে ঢুকে যাচ্ছে, ওটা রেলওয়ে প্রপার্টির মধ্যে বলে ওখান থেকে ব্রিক বিল্ডিং করছে, ওখান থেকে বোমা মারছে, ওখান থেকে গন্ডগোল করছে।
The BJP claims conspiracy, saying it wasn't us, even though the visuals tell a different story.
आप देखते थे जिस तरीके से वहां घेराबंदी थी, क्या संभव था कि ढेला लेकर के लोग अटैक करेंगे?
Tuesday was yet another flashpoint between the BJP and the TMC over the BJP's protests that turned violent. And this time around, it's the BJP which is facing allegations that it usually makes against the Trinamool Congress, while the ruling party says the BJP is trying to destabilize Bengal because it hasn't been able to win electorally. With camera person G.D. Shankar in Kolkata, Saurabh Gupta, NDTV.
It's Home Minister Amit Shah versus Tamil Nadu's Chief Minister M.K. Stalin in the latest episode of the Hindi imposition row. Responding to Amit Shah's Hindi Day speech, Stalin said that don't attempt to turn India into Hindia. This comes after Shah said that the Hindi dictionary needs to become very large and detailed to increase Hindi's acceptability in India and abroad. Moving now to Punjab, the Punjab police filed a case on Aam Aadmi Party's complaint that the BJP was trying to bribe its MLAs. Aam Aadmi Party sought a probe into allegations of an attempt by the BJP to topple its government. The ruling party claimed that the BJP had offered 25 crore each to at least 10 of their MLAs. The state BJP has already dubbed the allegations as baseless and a bundle of lies. The Shanghai Cooperation Organization, or the SCO, that's a political, economic and security grouping, will hold its key meeting in Uzbekistan on September 15th and 16th. India, that is a member since 2017, will be represented by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. PM Modi and Russia's Vladimir Putin will also meet on the sidelines of this meet. And Kremlin says that trade and saturation of Indian market with Russian fertilizers will be on agenda. NDTV's Maha Siddiqui gets us more details.
I have with me the SCO coordinator for Uzbekistan, Mr. Rahmatullah, here with me. So first of all, what's the message that is going to be sent out from the SCO platform this time? Because you have about 15 leaders, many of them very vocally anti-West as well. Where do Uzbekistan and a country like India also stand here? Because both of them pretty neutral in their stand in this global order.
This summit is a very specific and historic one. First time 15 leaders of Eurasian countries are gathering in Samarkand. But I'm not, I don't think that this summit will be, will deliver some controversial message. This is not in line of Uzbek foreign policy, which is very balanced and a balanced approach. The Samarkand was the place when the East and West, South and North meet and make deals, very good deals, not only for the region, for the world, for the whole world too. And our message from this summit is the readiness for broader cooperation in challenging world. In this regard, I would like to make your attention to the conceptual article of our president, which was published in these days in many countries, including India, and its main message was this summit will deliver new ideas of cooperation, broader cooperation, instead of confrontation. This is the slogan of this summit.
All right.
We want broader cooperation. We won't avoid any confrontation on geopolitical or ideological prejudices.
Switching tracks, Bihar's Chief Minister Nitish Kumar and poll strategist Prashant Kishore, his former deputy, have been exchanging sharp digs at each other for weeks. The two recently met for 45 minutes, triggering speculation of a collaboration in the 2024 national election. Let's listen in to what Nitish Kumar said on the meet and what he had said earlier about Prashant Kishore not knowing politics.
हमारा तो बहुत पहले का ना संबंध है जी, तो कोई भी आदमी कहेगा कि हम मिलेंगे तो कहे नहीं मिलेंगे भाई। बीच में आप नाराज थे प्रशांत जी ना, हम नाराज उराज नहीं है भाई, आप लोग सवाल पूछिए तो हमने कर दिया कि भाई बहुत पहले आप पूछा दिल्ली में कि बहुत पहले तो बोले थे तो हम लोग तो तैयार ही थे। अब बिहार में वो अपना जो करना चाहिए करे ना भाई, उससे क्या मतलब है, उसके स्टेटमेंट का कोई अर्थ नहीं है। एक बार जान लीजिए, आप उसके बोल रहे हैं उनके बारे में तो उनको पता है, कुछ एबीसी मालूम है 2005 से क्या काम हुआ है। तो हाँ, ये लोग को मालूम है अपना पब्लिसिटी लेने का, स्टेटमेंट देने का और कहने का, ये सब का एक्सपर्ट है, वही सब अंड बोलते रहता है।
A tile labourer has been arrested for setting a Mercedes car on fire outside a bungalow in Noida. The incident took place in Sector 45 and was captured on CCTV installed by the house owner. The worker, who is identified as Ranveer by the police, was angry allegedly after the Mercedes owner failed to settle his dues of 2 lakh rupees following the installation of tiles at his house. The owner has, however, denied these claims. Ranveer has been arrested based on a complaint filed by the Mercedes owner. That's what the Noida police have said. And the video that you're seeing on your screen shows Ranveer standing next to a motorcycle wearing a helmet. He waits for other people present in the area to leave and then moves towards the car and then pours a flammable liquid on the car that's worth 1 crore rupees, and then he sets it on fire. King Charles, his sons Prince William and Harry were part of a solemn procession taken for the Queen Elizabeth's procession from Buckingham Palace to Westminster Hall. Huge crowds gathered in central London to pay their respects to the Queen, who died last week. Lying on a gun carriage that was covered by the Royal Standard flag and with the Imperial State crown placed on a cushion on top alongside a wreath of flowers, the coffin bearing Elizabeth's body began a slow, somber procession from her palace home to Westminster Hall, where it will lie in state for 4 days.
Queen Elizabeth II now is officially lying in state just here behind me at the Palace of Westminster in Westminster Hall, where for the next 4 days people will be allowed to pay their last respects to their Queen for the last 70 years. From here, from Palace of Westminster all the way until Southwark, it's about 5 miles, and we are told by police officials that the queues are expected to be that long, where people from all over the UK will be coming to London to stay put and pay their last respects. Just behind me you can see the area is cordoned off, and this is Westminster Abbey, a historic church where of course Queen Elizabeth II married several years ago with Prince Philip, and this is where she will be sent off officially as part of the state funeral, which will happen on the 19th of September, Monday. It's going to be, according to some Britons and according to sources in the royal family, an event, a global event or a send-off like no other. The affection and the outpour of grief that we saw on the streets was of course an indication of the kind of love that people still have for the royal family, for the monarch, for the Queen as a person that she was, as a woman that she was for the last 70 years that they saw her in rule. Over 100 heads of states are expected to be there, and we know that from India, the President Murmu, is going to be representing India. Joe Biden, the French President, several other presidents, or the head of the European Council, so many state leaders will be there marking their attendance to attend this funeral that's happening on the 19th. Several security arrangements are in place, and of course the procession and the ceremony and the details are to follow. But the details are not to be missed, because we saw just during the procession that Prince William was wearing his military uniform, Harry wasn't. So all of these details indicating the way forward for the royal family here on.
That's a wrap on this show. Thanks very much for watching. Stay tuned to NDTV 24/7 for all your latest news.